Whoa.
Hello, fellow travelers. I'm Dustin, the Fandom Traveler. I'm chasing epic adventures around the globe, fueled by my passion for movies, comics, music, and games. This isn't just travel. It's a journey through the world of fandom. So buckle up and let's explore the world one fandom at a time.
I have made it all the way to Tokyo for Star Wars Celebration. I just got here, got off the plane after an 11-hour flight from San Francisco all the way to Tokyo, plus about an hour bus ride over to the Chiba Prefecture where Makuhara Messe is. That's what's right behind me here. I got to pick up my badge, so come on with me and let's get our badge before they close up and see if we can find out some more interesting stuff. Lots and lots of interesting folks here. Okay, so it looks like the pickup for badges is actually across the street here in this whole other building. We've already got a whole morning queue for the venue here, telling you where you can actually line up for tomorrow or for Sunday. A lot of people will be out here at 5 in the morning. All right, we gotta climb some stairs here, making us work for it. Better than standing in line tomorrow, though. Okay, so we are official now. That's wonderful. I was going to record the process of obtaining the tickets, but it was very trivial. I just scanned a QR code. Now, in fairness, if you look behind me, or actually let's roll around here, you can see the kind of lines that they had here at some point in time earlier today or over the course of the week. So they certainly were prepared for a massive amount of people, but it was done and over in 2 seconds flat. I am arriving here at the end of the first day, so it is a little bit lighter in terms of traffic, but I'm imagining I'm saving myself a lot of time tomorrow because I can just walk in as opposed to having to stand in line over here. I'll get to stand in line somewhere else instead, right? Okay, so we're going to do things a little bit different for this event. Normally I would just kind of walk around and just sort of show you what's here. Basically just do like a straight up walkthrough for you. And those are fun and cool, but I actually want to try to do something slightly different this time. In fact, I want to actually meet some people, find out about their fandom, what they care about, where else I should be traveling for Star Wars type events. I'm going to see if I can fill up my denim jacket with patches that are just sheerly Star Wars patches from people from all around the world. So it should be a pretty good time. But for now, let's get back in the show and see if we can make some good use of the last couple hours here. Okay, here we are in the show floor, and this place is insane. There's still quite a few folks here. Hasbro booth on the left.
So it's just an exciting time.
It's a great Darth Vader here.
Partner with storytellers and
amazing.
Help them realize their vision.
Absolutely. Everything that you bring to life from the story is just so, it really is magic.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is. I love that. So, half a century.
Look at this stage over here.
That is the golden anniversary. What is it like looking back at its history? I know we talked a little bit about possibly looking at the future, but what is the history of it for you?
Yeah, well, having been there for more than half of ILM's history, I really have gotten a bird's eye view of what it's like to be.
This place is huge. Oh, wow. There's a cool pop-up floating baby Yoda over there. Look at this life-size X-Wing.
Haven't had the opportunity to see ILM grow from just a couple of hundred
Wow.
people in Santa Fe.
I think this is made out of paper too.
Secret lots to a now global enterprise of 3,500 employees.
This is incredible.
5 studios.
Oh, and there's a TIE fighter over here as well.
Just amazing to see that transformation.
When you said 35, I got chills. That is, the growth is phenomenal.
Let's see this TIE fighter. We'll get the other side as well.
30% upgrade overall, but it was more than that. And the morale on the show is so stellar. Everyone's so excited about this show. It makes me very emotional to even think about it, and I can't wait for you all to see what we're creating.
You all touched on the fact that when we talk about 20 years of Lucasfilm animation now, y'all have really been there since the...
If you get here early enough, you can ride on a dewback. They've got a model here with a saddle. You can climb up on it, and you can actually get some photos of yourself riding on this amazing model.
More available.
Wow,
So we really saw
that's so cool. Here's a booth dedicated to Grogu, the cutest in the galaxy. Look at that, he's adorable.
it's really inspiring not only for filmmakers but for any.
They've got a lot of good one-liners here for Grogu, including "Don't make me use the Force." I love it. Lots of cute pillows, happy coat. Look at this merch. He's got a frog in his throat there with that pillow. Wow. We've got some cool gear here for the Disney store. Have to come back and check that out. There's a fundamental tension in the flow here. Oh, look at these cute Ewoks. The locals are trying to walk on the left, and the folks from out of town are trying to walk on the right, meaning they're basically trying to walk into each other. And I don't think that's going to get resolved. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely... There's one of those 501st shirts. Okay. Looks like the line for the Roosevelts is long, long, long. Well, those are the breaks. Oh, but there's some cool stuff across the way. Not a lot of room here. So this Chata-John has these really great bomber jackets for Star Wars that are pretty awesome. They're designed in Japan, and that means they probably have Japanese sizes. It's not good for your guy here who's normally a 2X. All right, let's see what's wearable here. We are at the Marushan. They are showing off a bunch of interesting bomber jackets. Look at this one. I am your father. Now, these things are all different kinds of colors here. I believe that the jackets, I'll get a price on them in just a second. This is a nice Boba Fett jacket. Look at that. Oh. That was good. Oh. Wow. These all look great. These are all embroidered. Wow. It's a thin jacket, but it feels pretty comfortable. Wow. Definitely catching my eye right from the beginning. And these are 166. Well, I'm just going to say. Wow. This is the pretty cool boba. Worth your weight in Beskar. These are cool. 16,500 yen. And you can see some of them are already sold out. The regular price is 22,000 yen, so these are a discount, about 25%. Looking really good. Galaxy Tours. On this first day, we're gonna have to check out the anime and manga pavilion. It says brought to you by Star Wars Visions, and they've got these really cool anime-inspired posters. Some of these are really pretty cool, so let's go in and take a look. Oh, and it's very Sakura themed for spring. Each of the visions has their own little stand here, which is really, really nice. So Science Saru, got a white pine bonsai. Wow, this really cute plate. This is a really common thing in Japan. They love their toys and their keepsakes.
Is absolutely legendary.
Then we've got the Elder.
They made the landmark film.
Have some sketches here.
Such a huge influence on all of anime. They really are
These
one of
really-
the grandfathers of anime in Japan.
Here's another white pine bonsai.
That I'm very close with. Mitsuhisa Ishikawa, who's the CEO of Production IG, mentored me and gave me
this
the opportunity
is
to work at his company. So
very
I have very
cool.
fond memories of working in the studio and seeing.
These stations has some wardrobe, which is quite interesting to look at. It's kind of a Jedi robe theme, but he's got a straw hat here, so he's kind of maybe a country Jedi, and that really fits the description you can see here in this shot right here. Quite gorgeous, and this is paired up with a red pine bonsai. A lot of people in here, very interesting. It looks like an umbrella. Whoa. Wow, that's incredible. Got the katana-like lightsaber here as well. Now, of course, we're at the tail end of Sakura, especially for this part of Japan, but it's really nice to see all of these bonsai and the cherry blossoms in the room here. Let's look around a little bit more. And we got some very cool looking characters here.
本日はスター・ウォーズ・セレブレーション・ジャパン2025 Anime and Manga Pavilion brought to you by Star Wars Visions へお越しいただきのキャラクターデザインを務めたルジャン・ド・ゴアさんによるライブドローイングを実施いたします。お時間のある方はどうぞステージにお集まりください。
This is from I Am Your Mother. Got some really cool models here. This droid is having an issue. His name is Z1. And look at that Lady Hawk ship. It's got a little baby Death Star kind of poking out here on the side. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the bonsai and the wardrobe over in this other corner of the anime and manga pavilion. Wow. This is a black pine bonsai. That's beautiful. Oh, here's a cool one. This is a juniper. I love that it's just, looks like it's growing right out of this rock. Here's another juniper. Now here at the Village Bride, they actually have a nice picture here, maybe of a father and a daughter. I don't think I've seen this one, but I love this wardrobe. You can see, again, Jedi robes with this really pretty skirt. You can see the nice cloak here as well. And then the shoes are actually pretty amazing as well. One more white pine here, followed by this really cool wardrobe setup from the Ninth Jedi. And you can see those calf-high boots. And this is the character that wardrobe is based on. Lovely. Now I am really enjoying this lightsaber umbrella. You can see it all lit up here. And then it kind of comes down to this really nice base. Of course, we're not supposed to touch that, but it periodically turns off, and then when you least expect it, pshong, it just lights back up. It's pretty cool. One of the neat collectibles here is from Legs Company. They actually have a bunch of different teas that are sold here. Each one of these machines is for one of the core movies, and there is a unique design and eight different cans for each movie. And you basically buy one, and it'll give you a random one, just like this. And here's actually pictures of what they look like. So you can see it's pretty neat, fairly collectible. Got a few down here for Phantom Menace. That's pretty fun. Over here we have the art show, which is very, very heavily populated. A lot of art being sold, I can tell. We're gonna have to check that out. All right, so we made it into the art show. Wow. It's sold out already. This is kind of like an artist alley, but it's all Star Wars stuff, which is really cute. Wow, these are all really cool. Very fun, very cool. Are you lost?
I am exactly where I need to be.
Well, I'm glad to know it. That was fun. This is a gacha machines that have these really cool toys, including, oh, look at that, Chewbacca's chessboard. So that 3D chess game that Chewbacca played on the Millennium Falcon, those characters are inside the gacha. That's so much fun. Okay, now this is really cool. Look where I am here on the set of the Lego Millennium Falcon. It's pretty incredible. Let's jump to Lightspeed. It's so nice to see you, Master Yoda.
What are you going to be telling us?
A lot, but unfortunately I can't tell too much. But what I can say is Sam Witwer's involvement in the show has been pristine, so I'm very excited about him being able to review the scripts and provide input and all of that as well. So, Dave Maloney and Sam created the
make sure his influence is felt. And then Dave himself arrives, and then he does his thing. And but it's so wonderful to have a producer who will just
Justin's deep, like, Athena, there's like a photo of you, 8 years old.
Sam's part of that family, a key part of that family, so.
I always like learning the lore.
No.
David. No, it's gonna be weird for me to say, I know. Go with me here. You would learn something new about Star Wars and you would
Okay, let's go. Oh, but that's in the room.
Have a great evening.
Es que no es la zona de cultivo, ya no.
That's going to cover it for the very first day of Star Wars Celebration. We had a great time. We got here late, but we still were able to get in and check things out. And now we're going to go find something to eat and get some sleep. And hopefully the jet lag won't be too awful bad. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more Star Wars Celebration. Hey everyone, it's Dustin the Fandom Traveler, and I am back here from Tokyo, Japan at Star Wars Celebration Day 2. I'm very excited to be back here, and you can see yesterday I mentioned I have this cool denim jacket. I don't know how much you can see, but it has no patches on it at all. And so my ambition is actually to find a bunch of cool Star Wars Celebration patches. It's a big tradition here to bring some swag along with you to trade, to kind of hand out. And one of the things that I saw a lot of people carrying around were patches. So I'm going to see if we can get some patches for this jacket, fill it out nicely. Thank you guys for all the kind comments that you left on yesterday's video. It's really cool. It makes it worth doing when I know that we're actually reaching people and that people are enjoying the content. So I want to really appreciate that you guys have done that. I don't know if you can see, but behind me is the Hayden Christensen autograph line, and it's getting long already. There were a little bit of logistical snafus and delays, and eventually they had to stop for the day. So they're going to resume that, and people are lined up bright and early to make sure that they're able to get their meet and greet with Anakin and get a photo and an autograph to boot. Now, today is going to be just a little bit different. We're going to go back through, we're going to see the things we can see. We're going to try to get into a couple of panels. I'd also like to get into the official store. Now, the official store, like the panels, was something that you actually needed to pre-reserve. And I was there, friends, but I did not get anything. So I needed to go into a standby line. But there was tons of great stuff, merchandise, clothing, stuff that I'd love to get a look at for you. And then we're also going to try to meet some people. So I'm going to try to meet some cosplayers, and I'm going to actually take requests. And one of the comments that I saw today was, please, let's have some more cosplay. There is a third day. That's right. We will be back tomorrow. And so if there's something you want to see more of, drop a comment below. And while you're at it, hey, follow the Fandom Traveler. This is a brand new channel that I just started. Some of you might know me from Wearable Fandom, which is a clothing-centric channel, but this one's all about travel and about fandom. And so Star Wars Celebration was one of the first events after the new channel started. And so I'm super excited to be here to cover it for you guys. If there's something you want to see more of, drop a comment and I'll be happy to do my best to catch it for you. All right, well, the day is about to start. May the Force be with us.
Is everyone ready for day 2? Come on, let's make some more noise. Come on, Japan.
Now, by request, we are back here at the Anime and Manga Pavilion, and there was a request to take a look at some of the artwork. First up here is Princess Leia Organa Mononoke, which is a very cool piece here. We have Jawa Dama, Juan Carlos, one of the Lucasfilm concept designers. Here's Old Man Kenobi. Wow. Very cool. These are some Ghibli-themed ballpoint pen sketch studies. These are from Doug Chang, the Senior Vice President and Executive Design Director at Lucasfilm. Wow, these are amazing. Meeting new friends, again from Doug Chang. Sunset on Pabu. I just love it. This looks like a Dave Filoni original here. It's Ahsoka Kanoke. Ahsoka Kanoke. And Joyride. That one's a lot of fun. Joyride. This is from Maxie Hampton, one of the Lucasfilm production managers. Take Off, also from Mac. That's cute. You got the X-Wing flying off in the distance. This next one is pretty cool. Grogu and Dust Bunnies in good spirits today. Katsuya Kando. Springtime at Atin. Also from Katsuya Kando. This next one is a little bit iconic. This is Lucasfilm Ghiblified. Oh, that's great. Loth Katbus. Oh, that's great. Oh man, I love Cat Bus. I love all these Ghibli themes. Here we have a good ship. It's from this and the last one are from Richard Lim. Here's Fun with Soot Sprites. This is from Spirited Away. Grogu playing with sprints. That's great. My co-pilot Chewbacca, a takeoff of My Neighbor Totoro. Wow, these are really fun. The Force Rekindled. Oh, this is kind of inspired by Howl's Moving Castle. Nice. And Totoro in a Star Wars forest. That's really nice.
And that one's the one that Ghibli gifted to. All the other ones were by Lucasfilm, but that one was by actually Ghibli.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And then the last one here is the Relic.
The Chewbacca.
Yeah. The
Wow.
chopper.
Oh, the chopper. Okay.
I love that.
What a collection. These are really, really cool. Amazing. This is the backside that we did not see before yesterday. So you can sit down and some of the staff members will take photos of you. They also have really good lighting here, so you can be fairly well guaranteed to get a good spot. Oh, look over here. Little hot tea kettle on top. Very cute. I'm a little bit surprised that the lines are not longer. There's a lot of people here, but I'll be honest, I thought there would be more lines here. We got something better over here. And that is a Gamorrean guard cosplay. Wow. We just got some lunch at the hotel, and now we are headed to our first swag meetup. A swag meetup is actually a meeting of some folks who are going to exchange swag. Now, I don't have any swag, I'm sorry to say, but I do think that there are going to be a lot of nice people here who are going to help me fill up this denim jacket that I'm wearing with patches. I, in fact, actually got 3 or 4 patches today. Looking forward to get some more while I'm here, so hopefully things will go smoothly. Okay. So this is the group. This is the big swag. I would love a sticker. Thank you so much. Someone just walked up and said hello. There's a lot of swapping going on here. I guess we'll... All these folks here are swapping swag.
Very secret. You better give those to a rebel who can help
I'm here with Gary. Why did you bring stuff here to trade?
Well, a couple of celebrations ago, I first ran into the crew that were just, handing out random things to random people, and it spoke to me. And the last celebration I went to was Anaheim, and I had a picture from Chicago of Chewbacca crushing my head as I had a neck brace on. I made it into a pin, traded that, and then in 2023, during Star Wars Celebration London weekend, I had gone into heart failure and was a whole ordeal and kept myself distracted when I was awake by following what was going on in London. Was determined I was going to have artwork created, come to wherever the next one was, which ended up being Tokyo, and share with people and just be part of the community. I completely overdid it because I have patches that I'm trading with people. I have buttons and stickers that I'm more free with and giving. It definitely it forces you to be more social, especially if you're a bit of an introvert. And it fills in that time in between going to a panel or waiting 3.5 hours to buy a t-shirt.
Well, tell us about this patch.
Well, like I said, when I was...
I want to get a good shot of it.
Sure. April 5th, 2023, I was walking to work, and I worked in a hospital, sat down the front desk, wasn't feeling well. Had my heart rate checked, and it was 30 beats per minute. They called me an ambulance. By the time I got to the hospital, it was down to 24 beats per minute. Within 20 minutes, they had put a lead through my carotid artery to a battery hanging on a pole. And within the next 4 days, I had 4 different pacemaker configurations. And really just, it was a life-changing experience. And this, I decided, kind of represents me and Vader, and it's like, if he had to get a pacemaker, it would probably look like this.
We're here with Matt to talk just a little bit about swaggin' at Star Wars Celebration. Matt, how many celebrations have you been to?
This is my 4th, I think. Chicago was my first, and then I haven't missed one since.
And what kind of swag do you bring to these things?
I started with patches, stickers. I did magnets this year. I gave 3 out. I just got to get rid of them. But I started after Chicago. I saw the Brett's group online, the swag crew, and I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. It was cool, environment, meeting up with people. I've met people I've seen at every other celebration. I keep running into them and remember each other. But yeah, it's been the coolest stuff. Not all about getting stuff, right? But the coolest stuff I've ever gotten is all from the swag meetups. Nothing. You could buy stuff in the celebration store, but the creativity of what people make here. The little girl just gave me a a medal from Yavin, but
I was going to ask about that because that looks very unique.
yes, this fine young lady over here. It looks like she made them and handing them out. So
Yeah.
it's cool. You make people smile.
Yeah.
I love giving the stickers out. Makes people happy, and yeah, that's kind of the idea of it.
We're about to head into the Celebration store entrance, and the line for this store is insanity. Some people saying that they were waiting upwards of 5 hours to get into the store, and a lot of things being sold out. Thank you. So we just walk right in here, and you can see the store is quite large here. A lot of really interesting stuff. Thankfully, they actually posted up a lot of the goodies beforehand, and so we'll get a chance to take a look at what's available.
I don't know.
A lot of folks here buying the character coins. You can see some of them are already missing, but there's an example. This is a Japanese coin. It says Celebration Japan. People are looking all over. It seems like the coins are pretty popular. And then they also do on-site printed T-shirts. Now this is really cool because you got $5,500 per shirt, and you can see these are the designs that are available. And they are offering a design each day. You can see this Dark Anakin is a pretty impressive one here as well. And this is actually a really cool experience because, check this out. You pick the design, and then they silk screen it in the middle right there based on the design that you want. They have a few up on the side, but these look to be pretty neat. And of course, there's a good line of people here to get access to them. Once your shirt is finished, then you can come back over here, and then they hand you your shirts. So it goes through the screen printing, and then it goes through this drying. You can see it goes through this dryer, which basically keeps it from running. And that was printed on site here. That's really awesome. There's a lot of posters available here as well. Some chopsticks. A lot of tchotchkes, but I think we're gonna put our focus on the fun stuff here. I actually really like this Master Yoda poster. I will say that the posters that they had on the website looked interesting, but nothing looked anything quite as vibrant as they do in person. All of these look so much more vibrant in person. People are waiting 5 hours to get in line, and then of course there's a line here again inside to pick out t-shirts. And we'll be taking a look at some of those in just a second. So all of the clothes that they have are actually on the back side here, and they're up for display in the different sizes, which is kind of a bummer because it makes it difficult to get the footage here. But first up, they have this Blossom button down with a pocket that has a nice tag on it that says Star Wars Celebration. This looks to be fairly pretty, kind of bowling shirt, and I can't tell what the actual material is, but it looks pretty nice. Over here next to it is actually a really colorful dress, and I'll see if I can get a better shot of that. You can see this one is quite nice. They're hiding everything back behind, which is making my job very hard. Here's a price list for future reference. The dress with the puff sleeves are $8,500. Gamorrean Guard sumo wrestlers. That's pretty cool. Here's an episode 3 hoodie. We got flames on the sleeves, different colors. That's a pretty nice one. This pullover has all the different lightsabers. Looks pretty comfortable. Next to it, there's a windbreaker from a galaxy far, far away. Got a lot of icons there, X-Wing, Death Star, Millennium Falcon. And you've got a similar pattern on this dress over here to the left. Now, up at the top here, you can see all of the different t-shirt designs that they have here. They've got a cool Max Rebo band. The one I saw that actually looked pretty cool was the Gamorrean Guard sumo wrestlers. All of these are t-shirts or long sleeves. Pretty awesome. This is a really cool 20 years. And then a little further down here, you've got the Naboo N1 Starfighter Academy. Are You a Jedi? Some really cool designs, very novel. The Vader Samurai is pretty cool. There's also one with Boba Fett as well. A lot of these designs are super neat. They happen to have the problem of being t-shirts. And, you know, folks know that I don't love t-shirts. So over here you've got all the posters, people trying to find a perfect one that's not bent.
I think the Lego is in the other.
Out here in the middle, they've got a few new things on hangers as well. Let's take a look at this hoodie. This is the Revenge of the Sith hoodie. You underestimate my power. I love the big red pulls here, pretty nice. And then the back says, welcome to the dark side. I'll be honest, this kind of looks like stuff that Box Lunch was releasing back at Comic-Con in San Diego last year, so that's a little bit surprising, that design. But hey, you know, let's see what else we can find around here. So then here we've got sort of a long sleeve pullover that says Japan. Got Star Wars. I like this, like a rugby shirt. That's what this looks like, a rugby shirt. This is the one that's getting the most attention. This is the key art button down. Now we got to find out what the fabric is before we get an opinion about it. Okay, 90% polyester, 10% spandex. Probably okay. A little bit of stretch. And of course you can see, here, it's the key art. Thank you so much. Very cool. It's a great looking shirt, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna pick one up.
Yeah. What's the backside look like?
It's plain.
Plain. Very cool. So 90-10 blend, it probably won't shrink. Yeah. Not bad at all. Thank you so much. Here's a key art throw blanket. It's pretty nice. There's some baby Grogu's. This is a phone holder. So what? This says he holds your phone? How? How does he hold your phone? Huh? I don't know how he holds your phone. Okay. I did not see this on the website. Look at this killer bear walker board. Oh my gosh, this is tactile. Oh man, that feels so cool. 77,500 yen. These are really, really gorgeous. Okay, we got a few other things over here. Looks like the Dark Side Happy Coat. So you can see it's got, so, yep, it's got the Imperial, it's got the ties, you can see Dark Side, and they're just kind of here. Happy coats, you wear them at the Matsuri. And here's the Rebel one. It's basically the same design, different color, kind of similar fabric. I like that this one these have buttons on them. All the Happy coats I've seen don't have buttons, so I'm actually a little bit surprised. Okay, let's come over here and check out the headgear. Now we have Revenge of the Sith ball cap. We've also got a bandana here. This bandana actually is cool because it's dark side, light side. That's pretty neat. Some mouse gears. Neat. Yeah. There's a Grogu charm. That's cute. Okay, now the interesting thing is, this is the Death Star paper lantern. So look right here. This is cool. This is I should probably get one of these for background when I'm back at home. In fact, actually, I thought they had several of these lantern types that were really interesting. This looks like Chewie's bandolier. And you can see it's got this nice leather pouch with the Star Wars Celebration on the back. That's cute. Official laser sculpture. And what is that, pray tell? It is this. That's pretty cool. It's using the key art. This place is full of neat stuff. Now, here are some hot toys. I don't think you can buy these here though, but they've got planet coasters. They've got some Grogu plushies. These are definitely the chase items here at the show. Everybody's been going nutso for the hot toys. And then on the other side, you can see this Vader in the back was one of the pre-release ones. That Grogu sculpture is really cool. This Galen Erso, I saw that on the website as well. And then this Maul outfit is pretty amazing as well. One more from the textile department, and that is this jean jacket. This jean jacket, so it's got a number of different patches on it. And you can see on the back, it's got that full frame Vader. That looks really cool. It's heavyweight. Main label says Revenge of the Sith. That is a nice looking jacket. And you can see, look at this cool Darth Vader patch on the arm. Very nice. If you, denim is in. And we've got a BB-8 bucket hat. That's pretty cute. And then you've got this Darth Vader Cherry Blossom Illusion 3D light. Also pretty fun. There are a great many items and knickknacks here. This is a Darth Vader light up bag. I think you can, they don't have one of these working, but they have a ceramic cup set here. They have those on display somewhere, if I recall correctly. 100. Okay, then they got the gacha. So, okay. So now they've got a big gachapon, and you can see the items that they have in the gachapon. Look at these tiny, tiny little characters. You can see it's Vader, Luke, Han, Chewie, and Stormtroopers. And then they've even got a few of them that are specific to Celebration. So, very cute.
Using Bandai's Gashapon.
Yeah, Bandai's
Please give your
Gashapon.
attention while important safety information
And
for
you can
enjoying
see-
Gashapon is reviewed.
They have a nice little video here of how to make it work. You basically have to get 500 yen coins. I wish I had my other bag here because I've got several 100 yen coins, and then you just put them in and they pop out.
First, acquire tokens from the change machine.
Oh, I see something cute here on the other side of the skateboard, and that is the,
Check the vending machine displays and let your curiosity.
look, it's Lucky Grogu. Hi, Grogu.
Check the number of coins needed and insert them one at a time. Do not insert anything else into the slot. Rotate the knob gently to the right and the capsule will rotate it to the left.
This is the sake and chopstick set.
Remove the item. Quickly and immediately love your item.
Random R2-D2 bucket hat. Very cool. Look at this. Oh, kawaii desu. Kawaii. Look at that. Well, that got a good laugh out of me. Given that the line here is maybe upwards of 3 to 5 hours, I wonder how many people are just buying stuff because they spent so much time waiting in line that they feel like they've got to make it worth it. Thankfully, I was able to kind of boof that line and just walk right in, so I am not feeling the same energy. I will say that the Gamorrean Guard sumo shirt is attractive to me, but I don't know, there's nothing just like jumping out at me. Let me go back over here.
Let's review the methods for enjoying Gashapon.
Nothing really jumping out at me. These posters are just so cool, honestly. These are the best things that I've seen here. Okay, now we might have found something that's super cool and unique here, and that is the Han Solo bento box. That's kind of cute. You, of course, open it up. Bentos have usually 2 portions, maybe more sections. This one just looks like it can stack like this, so you can stack multiple on top of each other, and it's kind of cool. I have a feeling that'll be available elsewhere. And then we have a taiyaki pan. You can see what these look like here. It's basically you fill the batter in, and it's Grogu shape, and then you can lock it shut and kind of flip it over like this and that. Yeah, it's for like making waffles. Taiyaki. This is the official badge art by Takumi. And you can see this. These are the actual individual day badges, and of course, they have certain badges that are only available for VIP and for Jedi Masters. For example, this Yoda art is only on the Jedi Master badge, and some of these other ones are found in different items. Wow, and you can see that's a 1 of 75 print right there. Pretty cool. Okay, and then I was directed to also check out the line arts here. You can see that these are the sketches, and you can see that it's signed with the 1 of 75. Wow, that's beautiful. They also have a bunch of different fans here. Sensu, Okioe. And all the fans are sold out today. These are beautiful. You can see the Mando one is also sold out. Of course, the 1 of 75 is on display. There you go. Also, this is the folding screen. Wow. These are lovely. And here's a little bit more line art from the different badges. These are actually the line art from the posters as well. So the big posters that we've been seeing, these are gorgeous. I made mention of thinking that there were other lanterns available, and yes, here they are. You can see same artwork on these Chochin Ukiyo-e lanterns. These are kind of expensive, 20,000 yen. It's about 150 bucks. But they have them for all the different items. Pretty cool. And last but not least, we have the embroidered patches. We also have the Star Wars Celebration live hat. That one's great. I almost got away, but here's one thing that I definitely need to pick up. So we'll pick this up. So that's the official store experience. A lot of really cool stuff there that's only available here at the shop. A couple things spoke to me, but in the end of the day, I just ended up going after my patches. And then so let's head back to the show floor and see what's new.
Good luck. Okay.
Lego has a huge presence here, including this really cool kids corner over here where they've got Legos and paper and pencils, colored pencils, lots of different things for kids to spend time doing. So you can feel good about having a spot for them to enjoy themselves as well. They also have K2So. There's a really cool photo that you can get here of K2 actually built completely out of Legos. He looks pretty amazing here. That's interesting. They have a really cool droid cut over here. Looks quite accurate. Very cool. Watch what happens here. And this is a Japanese themed space here. You can see all the architecture in here looks really good. A lot of cosplayers hanging out here. And you can actually walk into these rooms. You see they've got a lot of weapons here in the walls. They got the forge here as well. Is this the way?
This is the way.
All right, thank you. I couldn't resist.
If you survive that, you can survive anything.
Looks like they have a 501st panel going on here.
I know, at least for me, I joined the Legion not only for...
Oh, what's this?
So I'd love to hear from you around, some of these charity events and you do why you think so much to do. And then just kind of talk to the audience a little bit, just how we're engaging.
Actually, generally every December, this is something we do during the student process. We always do an annual feeding of children. We generally feed around 2,000 to 2,500 children.
This is the Droid Depot.
So that's something we love giving back to charities as well.
Hello.
Now, starting this last year, we tried to do this for October, but our main thing we really like doing this is feeding children for communities. And that's a main thing we love doing every December, at least 2,000 kids.
Oh, and around here you can see there's a lot of... Oh. Got an R2 unit here. Look.
There's nothing better than a smile on the face when they high five a stormtrooper. And what's even better is that spark of fear in that child when they see Darth Vader.
Adorable. There's K2 again. Got a BB-8 here. Oh, and then there's a bunch of astromechs over here.
Take the photos, not the kids. The kids will cry and then the parents are smiling. And the kids are crying.
I find it really cool to see, especially with the different age of people, especially relating to Star Wars. What era of Star Wars they would call that supposed to be very fun. Now, I would love to just see you talk a little bit about the various ways that the things that we do. Are there kind of events that are coming up in your units that you would love to kind of invite folks to? If there are ways for them to kind of learn more, see you, where can people go to kind of see you guys?
Want to join them? Well, reach out. If it's just you're a 5 horsepower RL member, MMCC, any of the big fan groups, do reach out to us. We'd love to coordinate with you. If you're looking just to watch and join the events, of course.
And it's got very cheap books, and it's, if you're in Hong Kong, then you can join. And if you want to join us, then you can go to that event. It's on the screen.
You guys want to look like you're ordering something from there?
This is the third 10K charity run where we are not running it.
Visit us, so we're one big family during that time. And then we are forced.
Good job. I think we're at around this.
Yeah, I got some. Oh, wow. Social internet, we said the internet is from Zeta X, and then you can find out how we are. Yeah. How many people?
Thank you.
Okay. Come back.
Thank you. This is Rancho Obi-Wan, which is the largest private collection of Star Wars stuff. It's actually in my area. It's really cool that they're here and have a booth. Oh. Some baby Grogu. Seems like these are on early release here. Very cool. It was super packed earlier, but there is a really cool Star Wars focused bookstore here on the premises. They've got a lot of cool things here. Some of them are kids' books, but they've also got the visual encyclopedia, some classics like that one. They've got books that are in lots of different languages here, some puzzles, all kinds of fun stuff here for people to take a look at. So, some manga, and they've also got Anthony Daniels' book, I Am C-3PO. You can see this is in Japanese. A lot of really cool books. Of course, these are predominantly in Japanese.
This is really, really cool.
So these are Dorobu Hige. This is a series of little dioramas here on display. Oh, that's cool. You can see the AT-AT taking Luke and Vader. Mandalorian and Grogu. Got good old Boba Fett. Now this one's super cool. This is Luke and Han complaining in the Death Star, trying to figure out, and actually this is where they become aware of the fact that Princess Leia is on the Death Star. Look at this one. These are beautiful. Speeder bikes. You got a Y-wing here. You got a B-wing. Here's a little A-wing. I love it. This is the Millennium Falcon just blasting off. Some Boba Fett from the Empire. I love they got these backgrounds. This is R2 helping to put C-3PO back together and Return of the Jedi. Oh, look. Look at this one. This is the actual hologram of Princess Leia. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You can see this is, the piece is called Lars' Garage, but amazing. We've got a really cool Star Destroyer here. And this whole setup here is actually put together by this group called Dodo Off. So these are produced by Doro-Off, which is a collective of the top model builders in Japan. And all of these are different pieces that members of their group have put together. Here's Red 5, the X-Wing. Oh yeah, I love it. Snowspeeder. Here's a cutaway of a Star Destroyer. That's a really cool view into the superstructure of the Star Destroyer. And this is their logo, Dodo Off. There's Vader, flanked by a couple of stormtroopers on the Death Star. There's a rotating Death Star. And this one is partially incomplete. The details on these are incredible. Millennium Falcon here, and you've got, of course, you've got the crew in the cockpit. You can see the light panels here are also adjusting. That's some incredible detail. And look at this AT-AT that's just crashed down on the surface of Hoth. There's smoke coming out of it. You can see some strobing effects in here. And you know who caused that? Well, a couple of snowspeeders here following right behind. Really lovely. Here's some ATSTs likely in the indoor forest. Here's a bay of a ship with some A-wings, B-wings, etc. And then last but not least, this is the Jedi training remote, and I can see that this is actually signed by somebody. I don't know quite who, but all of these are incredible. You know, this whole area has been so jam-packed with people. It's been really hard to see any of this stuff. So I'm glad at the end of the day here we were able to get a good look at these, because tomorrow will just be insanity. Okay, everyone, that's going to do it for our second day here at Star Wars Celebration. What a day, and I feel like it's a mission accomplished. We met some new people, we traded some swag, we got a lot of patches for this jacket, and of course, we got to see some new things and respond to some asks from the community. I want to encourage you guys to like and subscribe if you're getting value out of these videos. If there's something you'd like to see more of, drop a comment below, or you can reach out to us, hello@thefandomtraveler.com, and we will be happy to respond to you. Hope you guys are well, and may the Force be with you until tomorrow for our third and final day here at Star Wars Celebration. So long, everyone. everybody, it's Dustin the Phantom Traveler coming to you on day 3 here at Star Wars Celebration. Yesterday, it seemed like we took a little bit of a foot off the accelerator in terms of people, but my friends, they are all back. And so we are excited for a big third day. Hope you enjoyed the day 2 coverage that we posted, and I hope those of you who made requests were happy with the coverage that we were able to provide, especially for that artwork, that Ghibli Lucas mashup, which I found to be really cool, especially in person. I would love to have a few of those prints. Today we're going to go through and find all the stuff that's left that we haven't checked out. There are a few booths that we haven't seen. There's still a ton of cosplayers that I wasn't able to meet yet. I hope you guys enjoy us. Hang on, it's going to be a fun one. Now, Heritage Auctions also has a location in Japan, and there are some really great things that they have on sale and offer here. And you can see there's some graded Beckett portraits here that are quite nice. They've also got the original bubblegum cards. And what's really cool about that is, I don't know if you noticed, but if you look at this Ben Kenobi card, you'll see that little Star Wars logo in the lower left. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm wearing literally that on my shirt right here. This design is actually from that set of cards, so it's really pretty incredible. So these are some punch outs of Qui-Gon, Darth Maul, and then they've also got some, looks like Clone Wars. Let me see if I can get a Clone Wars cells. This one here as well. Every one of these has got a lot number, and somebody here in Japan is actually responsible for it. Oh. This is a nice picture of Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, and Mark Hamill. Greg Hildebrand did this funeral pyre mask painting. That's the original painting that's going up for auction. Got a few other production stills as well down here. Super Nintendo games. The prices here are in USD, so these are all estimated to go for about $1,000. Let's look at the main case. Yeah, wow. Very cool. Wait a second, is this the one? Look at this. This is the Return of the Jedi Boba with the backpack. Yeah, $3,000. You can kind of, I don't know if you can't really see it, but he's got a little pop-out backpack. This looks like a Canadian 9-pack of figures, and you can see these are some of the original ones. This box estimated at $100,000. Wow. There's a Peach Head Boba. This looks like a prototype or something that maybe it was an error. And here's a Stormtrooper. Looks like that was an error one. It has a 2 backs on it. This is a Mandalorian Din Djarin Series 1 Hero helmet. This is estimated at $40,000. It's not clear to me if this is actually from a prop from the show, but still, it looks really cool. Then this is actually Greedo's speech from A New Hope, and it's autographed by Paul Blake, who played Greedo, and Harrison Ford here. That's a really cool, unique piece. Both of those guys are going to be hard to get back together for an autograph. Here's an art page from one of the comics. I don't see that it's autographed by anybody, but this is, if you've never seen what a comic art page looks like, there's this. And this is Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker hero lightsaber from Revenge of the Sith. Estimated at 100,000 US dollars. Wow, pretty incredible. So I've finally been surprised by something. I have actually found a fragrance and men's skincare products company called Proud Men. For your clothes, this is not for your skin, but these creams you can actually use directly on the skin. So the scents would be the same. Very, very nice. I bet you never smelled Yoda the fragrance. That was actually really cool. That was super fun. I still kept the sticks, and so they're really, really good.
I usually bring a staff. Like when I go to MegaCon, I have a staff.
Man. Wow. So Yoda the fragrance is something that you can try here at Star Wars Celebration. All right, so we're continuing on here to see the Variegator. I love that sign. It's really cool. And they've got a lot of cool t-shirts here. You can see they're rocking a little bit of a Blockbuster vibe here. Some pretty cool Anakin socks here. Ah, actually, that Yoda is really nice. So they've got their entire wall up here on design. Many of them are sold out already, of course. But there's some pretty good designs up there. That's pretty good.
That's not bad though.
Now, a lot of the retailers are selling t-shirts, but a few of them are mixing it up, and Atmos is one of those that is definitely mixing it up. So there are a lot of t-shirts in this booth, but there are some that are kind of unique and distinct. And of course, I'm going to check out this button down. So this is a really neat shirt here. This is actually got the see-through material. You can see flaming Vader skulls. Actually, that's pretty cool. Very lightweight. That's nice. There's a Vader Star Wars t-shirt. This is heavy. This is almost certainly 100% cotton. And similar here. Now, this one is Star Wars comic book covers. This is all Dozo. So these are Star Wars comic book covers as a pullover. And then they also have that in a button down. Feeling this shirt. It's pretty vibrant, and I like the design here. Look, no pocket, which is fine. Repeated on the back, but this is a really good design. I love it. 15,400 yen. It's really good. And here's another look at it. They're sold out in medium and large, which makes complete sense to me. Atmos also has a few neat bags. They were out of stock on a lot of them, but some pretty cool shopping bags, you know, kind of heavy cotton bags. They actually are using the art from the Japanese cover, which is also pretty fun. Cool. Now, Atmos actually has a couple of t-shirt prints on site here, and it turns out that at the very beginning, they were offering customization that you could add to your shirt. So you could put numbers, you could pick a couple of different prints, and they would actually just make them right here for you, which is such a cool idea. The man here told me that it just was way too much it was taking too much time, so they had to stop that customization. But he did show me the kinds of things that you can add, which included like these logos. You could see you can add for 550 yen, you could add a small Star Wars icon. He also said that on the back, you could also put numbers on the back. So they had these entire sheets, and it just turned out that it was too time consuming, but what a great idea. I would love it if more shops could do it. I guess they need a lot more than 2 printers if they're gonna pull that off here. Next up is Freak Store, and you know, this is a What's Wearable tour, so I've got to show you what we've got, friends, and well, it's t-shirts, but a lot of times there's an interesting accessory or two along the way. So we can see the shirt designs that they have on offer up here. They've got a cool Jabba vignette there. This tie-dyed Hoth shirt is actually a pretty cool design. And you can see they keep going on around. Now what actually got my attention when I came here, arigatou gozaimasu. Let's see, there's this item at the bottom, which I'm going to show you right now. And this actually turns out to be something really cool. And that is this movie belt. So they've got prints here of the belts of each of the original series. Wow. Of course, starting from the beginning. What a neat idea. You can see it's not reversible, it's just the one. And then the buckle is fairly, wow, that's super cool. I love this.
Wow, thank you.
Sugoi desu ne. It's oh.
It's a movie.
Do you have other movie, other film? You know, Marvel, X-Men, or something, Avengers, something like this. Tron. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tron. Yeah. You have that one.
Yeah.
Will you make? You have a design, or you'll make a design for Tron? Oh, yeah. That would be great. It's very pretty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So I actually talked to the design director there, and he told me that they're going to make a Tron here at Freak's store. So we're going to actually keep an eye out for them and see if they actually come through on that. What a cool concept. That belt is really cool. It's only one size. It's not going to fit me, unfortunately, but I did love it. And it looked like it was pretty well made. I'm getting excited and surprised even on the third day. All right, let's check out Yoshitoku. Wow, these are some really incredible Darth Vader. Let's look at the options. So they have a Kikamone doll for Grogu, BB-8, R2-D2, the little Darth Vader. Whoa. This is the Hagoita. You can see there's actually the... Hey, that looks familiar. This is actually a suit of samurai armor for Darth Vader. The detail here is incredible. Look at that helmet. It's got the Imperial logo. Wow, this is 330,000 yen. And they actually have some of the prototype designs here. Wow. Now, this one's sold out, but here is another version that is incredible. It comes with this folding panel behind. You can see, look at that mask. Wow. So much detail. And then, of course, have his bow on the right-hand side. And then his katana here on his left. Darth Vader. Wow. It's a cool Lego spot. They have a board here with the Millennium Falcon and the Death Star. You can get, it's nicely lit. You can get a really cool photo here. Lego has a really great presence here. They're doing a Star Wars Starship build. So they're letting 3-year-olds actually go through and design ships. And then what they do is they actually install them once they're finished building them. They put them up in this massive fleet that you can see up on the wall. So they're letting kids follow the pattern. Some of them are pretty simple, but it's a great way for people to get familiar with Legos and then to give it a try. They also have a Lego Darth Vader. They have Lego Darth Vader here available for photo. Hello. Hi. Thank you so much. No, it's not a party until the Tusken Raiders show up. So now we definitely have a party. There are also a few other high-end brands here, like Audio-Technica. I find that kind of cool that they have this exclusive Star Wars Celebration model headphones, which really, these look beautiful. You can see the silhouette of Vader kind of in the ear pads. I don't know what they sound like, but they look cool. And they have their earbuds here and a listening station that you can try. And they've actually themed them. So you can see here, these are R2. They're just the R2 color scheme, but they kind of got a good vibe here. And you can see there's one is basically a character. So they've kind of mapped the character traits and made custom earpods for them. So these are all the same actual model of headphones, but they've got a Grogu version, which kind of uses Grogu colors. You could also call that Yoda, but he's a little lighter green than Yoda. And then they've also got the Mandalorian here as well. They come with their own little case here. So Audio-Technica makes some pretty good headphones historically. And then they actually have listening stations, so you can listen to different music that Bluetooth connections and give them a try. They got like a nicely manicured rock garden where they show you each one of them in their nice little set right out here. You can see they've got also the character box as well. Slightly different angle here. They went all in. I hope these sound really good. Okay, let's check out Jin's over here. They've got some plushy Vader toys. These are kind of cute. Oh, that's right. I remember these guys. I saw them when I walked in, but we didn't stop and really get a look at them. So, Vader. And all his friends. Friends also had these sunglasses that were themed after Vader and the Stormtroopers. They also have a Chewbacca option here, a little bit thinner, and then one for Grogu as well. Pretty good. $99, about $175 for the pair. They're nice, but I don't know if they're... Oh. MetaQuest has had a massive booth here. In fact, it's one of the largest booths here. I want to say this is maybe a 120 by 120 foot booth. And they've got MetaQuest headsets for this new game, Star Wars Beyond Victory, which is a mixed reality playset that they're using. And so everyone can kind of come in here. They've got some seats if you're tired. You can hang out and you can actually go through and give the game a try. So that's really nice thing. So it's really cool that they're here pushing their license with Lucas. Hello. I know you're in there. Okay, now let's see what we've got over here at the Disney store. So, the May the Force be with you pullover. This is a really nice Empire themed bomber jacket. Very cool. I don't know what's on the back. It's on a mannequin, very hard to see. I love this. This might be a Ralph McQuarrie painting. It's cotton. We got the 45th anniversary of the Empire Strikes Back hat. It's just a normal snapback. Oh, wow. And then it looks like a preview. Looks like a preview of May the 4th day. Look at this. This is embroidered on here for 2025. And you can see a really cool design here. In fact, they've got that echoed higher up above. They also have a lightsaber, copies of the lightsabers. These are some pretty good looks, I gotta say. Now here's the lineup for the autograph sessions, and you can see Rosario Dawson is still jam-packed.
You have gotten quite a response. Oh, I mean, they're like celebrities now, right? Like, they don't call us anymore, they've gone off, they don't talk to us anymore, they're hanging out with Sigourney and everybody.
Hello. Hi.
They stole the show. I mean, we're doing a good old lady as well. You always gotta make your toast. You're a vacation.
Yeah. Down with the Jedi.
It's got so many new details. What were some of the things that you added to the set this year that you absolutely loved?
The house. Actually, the house of the Mandalorian house.
Thank you so much.
I don't think I have
This is the Laladro booth. They have custom porcelain here. This is really lovely. Wow. Now this is a custom Darth Vader cherry blossom porcelain figure. And look at that cape.
So much. And I also have to say, we have the droid builders up here, and
look
we
at
were talking
this.
about a sense of community and like Dark, just get in touch with us.
That's very lovely. Jabba looks like he's dropped some weight and lost a tail.
But to Stardust, he is Papa! Give a warm welcome to Mads Mikkelsen!
Let's go check out this pop-up store by Small Planet here. That's right at the entrance when you come in. The store has been super busy all weekend, so we haven't had a chance to come in, and you can see it's still packed. It's a really cool Empire shirt. We have some figures here, Dark Side set. Now, this is kind of interesting. This is a Vader shirt, but the choice of font is actually what's kind of caught my attention. It's a little campy. It's not Comic Sans, but it's certainly not a typical font you would expect. And then, of course, they've got another one over here, Boba Fett. The font is really playful and interesting. They also have this really great Return of the Jedi bag, this tote bag. That's nice. No, they've got it's a little bit of a interesting Darth Vader shirt here. They've got one for Yoda. We're gonna look and see if they have those up. Well, a little folding screen here. Cute notebook. Got some cute little pop sockets here for your phone. Those are still pretty popular here. And they also have some neat lounge fly. I've never seen this one before. That's pretty cute. Nice. Look at this one. Wow. Samurai Vader. That looks cool. Samurai Vader. Wow. I also have this cool hat. Look at that. Looks like this is a Disney hat. Wow, those are Velcro, so they're kind of held on there. That's fun. May the Force be with you. That's a fitted hat also. That's pretty cool. I saw some people wearing those. A little more interesting over here. This is this cool C-3PO hat. This is a New Era hat. And also fitted. Wow, I like this. I don't know that these are brand new or not, but I've not seen those. There's a Stormtrooper one as well. You can see it's got like a shiny plastic that's fitted. And the entire hat has that sort of plastified feel around it. That's actually really cool. Similarly with this Vader version, also fitted. Very cool. They also have a limited edition Tamagotchi set here. Wow, that's super cool. Comes in this neat box. And you can see the Tamagotchis are still alive here in Japan. With some blind bags for these acrylic keychains. It says it's acrylic. Oh, okay. I can see. So it's got a little bit of depth. So you can see it's thick, got a thickness. There's certainly a lack of seating around, which has got a lot of people sitting. Not a brand new or unique thing, but certainly it's been a long weekend. Star Wars Celebration will return to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the original Star Wars film, A New Hope. And they'll be in Los Angeles, April 1st through 4th. Well, friends, that's going to do it for our time here at Star Wars Celebration in Japan. We've had a fantastic time and really appreciate all the support you guys have given us. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I think we're going to have a bunch of new videos coming out, including a cosplay cut. So if you're a big fan of cosplay, we'll probably do an accumulated setup here. It's been wonderful to be here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you in the next video. Until next time, may the Force be with you. Bye, everyone.